Good morning to all of you. Today we will do the subject mechanics of solid mass. Mechanics of solid. Clear? Mass. This is for third semester BTech and diploma students. For both BTech and diploma students, for both early and regular students. Clear? Now we'll do the topic name. Stress strain topic. Stresses in bars of bearing section. Stresses in bars of bearing cross section. Bearing cross section. Clear? Different cross section. Suppose this is a bar. This has different cross sections. This is section 1. This is section 2. This is section 3. Clear? Suppose a force be applied, tensile force be applied to the combined section. Clear? Let this is section 1, this is section 2, this is section 3. This is length L1, length L2, length L3. Clear? Suppose all the bars have, all the sections have same material. E is same for all. Different area. So area A1, A2, A3. This is area A1, A2, A3. In this case, the stress, strain and change in length for different sections are found out. Then apply the principal superposition. That is delta L is equal to delta L1 for delta L2 for delta L3. The resultant deformation is equal to the sum of the deformation of individual sections. Right? Sometimes a bar is made of, a bar is made up of different cross sections, different cross sections and different lengths, different length. Clear? In this case, the total, in this case, the stress, strain and change in length for different sections is found out. Let L1 is equal to length of section 1, L1. A1 is equal to area of section 1. Clear? Similarly, L2 is equal to length of section 2. A2 is equal to area of section 2. Clear? For section 3, L3 is equal to length of section 3, A3 is equal to area of section 3. Clear? Now, P. What is P is equal to? Tensile force acting on the bar. P is equal to tensile force acting on the bar. Clear? E is equal to Young's modulus elasticity. Young's modulus of elasticity. E. Clear? Now for section 1. For section 1. Change in length. Change in length. Delta L1. What delta L1? PL1 by A1E. Clear? For section 2. For section 2. Delta L2. PL2 by A2E. For section 3. For section 3. What delta L3 is equal to? PL3 by A3. Clear? Let delta L is equal to resultant deformation. Let delta L is equal to total deformation or resultant deformation. Total deformation. So what is delta L is equal to? Delta L1, delta L2, delta L3. Clear? So delta L is equal to what? Delta L1. PL1 by A1E plus PL2 by A2E plus PL3 by A3. The total deformation. The same place delta L is equal to P by E common L1 by A1 plus L2 by A2 plus L3 by A3. Clear? This is total deformation of the bar of varying section. Clear? If different parts have different materials, in this case all the three parts consists of same material, so E is same for all sections. If the bar is made of different materials, for different sections, then E is different for each section. Clear? E is different. That means That means E1 is equal to Young's modulus. Young's modulus for section 1. Clear? For section 1, E1 Young's modulus. Similarly, E2 is equal to Young's modulus for section 2. Clear? E3 is equal to Young's modulus for section 3. Clear? So in this case, what delta L1? Change length for 1. Del L1 is equal to P L1 by A1 E1. Clear? Del L2 is equal to P L2 by A2 E2. Del L3 is equal to P L3 by A3 E3. Clear? The total change in length. Total change in length. Del L. Delta L1, delta L2, delta L3. Clear? This implies del L is equal to PL1 by A1 E1 plus PL2 by A2 E2 plus PL3 by A3 E3. Clear? So delta L is equal to P into L1 by A1 E1 plus L2 by A2 E2 plus L3 by A3. Clear? This is change in length for the entire section. Clear? Next I will discuss what is ultimate stress, what is working stress, what is average work done, what is the factor of safety. Clear? This is a very important topic for GATE examination. So in GATE examination, fluid mechanics must plays major role. All 4 subjects, fluid mechanics, mass mechanics, engineering thermodynamics, these plays major role in GATE exam. Next, ultimate stress. What is ultimate stress? Maximum stress that can apply to a member is called ultimate stress. Without causing its rupture to failure, the member before failure is called ultimate load. The ultimate load by cross-section area is called ultimate stress. Clear? The maximum load that can apply to a member without causing its rupture to failure is called ultimate load. The ultimate load divided by initial cross-section area is called ultimate stress. Clear? This is sigma u. Sigma u symbol. The maximum load that can be applied to a member without causing its rupture, without causing its failure. Clear? Without causing its failure is called ultimate load. Ultimate load. Ultimate load. Clear? What is ultimate stress? The ratio of the ultimate load divided by the ultimate load divided by initial cross section area. Initial cross sectional area is called ultimate stress. Ultimate stress. Clear? Now, ultimate load is equal to ultimate stress is equal to ultimate stress is equal to ultimate load divided by initial cross sectional area. This implies sigma u is equal to FUY or PUY A. Clear? What is unit? Newton per meter square. Clear? Next, working stress. Working stress. Sigma is double or sigma. Allowable stress. Our allowable stress is working stress. Clear? Which is used for design purpose. The allowable stress it is stress. It is the stress which is used, which is used as allowable stress, as a allowable stress for design purpose. Clear? Design purpose stress, that is sigma or sigma u. Our stress is allowable stress or working stress. Next, factor of safety. Factor of safety, FOS. Clear? The ratio of Ratio of ultimate stress to the working stress to the working stress is known as factor of safety. Factor of safety. Therefore, FOS is equal to ultimate stress by working stress. Clear? This factor of safety. Now, what done? So, what is working stress? Ultimate stress and factor of safety. So, what is working stress? Working stress sigma double is equal to ultimate stress by factor of safety. Clear? This is working stress sigma double. Now, average what done or what done? What is what done is equal to average force into deformation into that is what is what done is equal to 0 plus P by 2 delta L. Clear? So what is what done is equal to half P into delta L. Clear? Now, I will do some problems. Clear? Last class, I will not done any problem. So today I will start a problem. Clear? Number 1. This is question number 1. The load of 10 kilonewton is to be lifted with the help of a steel wire of length 2 meter. Find the minimum diameter of the steel wire if the permissible stress is limited to 126 Newton per meter square. Also find the relation of the elongation of steel wire delta L if it is stressed up to elastic limit. Take E is equal to 200 kilonewton per mm square. Now we'll make all units same. Meter changes to mm, kilonewton changes to Newton. Clear? So first I will write what is given. Given data. What is load? 10 kilonewton. So P is equal to 10 kilonewton. This is equal to 10 to 3 Newton. Clear? P is equal to. Length of the wire 2 meter. L. What is L is equal to? 2 meter. 2000 mm. 2000 mm. Clear? Find the diameter of the wire if the stress is 106 Newton per meter square. Sigma 100 into 10 to 6 Newton per meter square. What is this? 100 into 26 Newton by 26 mm square. Clear? 26 cancels out. What is stress is equal to? 100 Newton per mm square. And E is equal to F's modulus 200 kilonewton per mm square. E is equal to 200 kilonewton per mm square. So 200 10 to 3 Newton per mm square. E is equal to. Clear? The question is find change in diameter D and also find change in length delta L. Find out diameter D, change in length delta L. Both D and delta L will be find out. Clear? These are given data. What is stress? Now stress sigma is equal to P by A. Clear? P by A. What is P is equal to? Or sigma is equal to P by pi upon D square. Clear? 4P by pi D square. So D square is equal to 4P by pi into sigma. Clear? So D is equal to, this implies D is equal to root over 4P by I sigma root over 4 into P. What is P? 10 to 3 pi into what is sigma? 100. Clear? Use calculator, find the answer. But D is equal to 12 mm. It may be 12 mm. Then change length delta L. Change length delta L. Elongation of the wire. Del L. Clear? What delta L is equal to? PL by A. PL by pi 4 D square into E. Clear? 4 PL by pi D square E is equal to delta L is equal to. So delta L is equal to 4 into what is P? 10 to 3 L. What is L? 2000 mm. by pi into d square, 12 square into e. What is e? What is e? 200 into 10 to 3. Clear? Put all values and find the answer. The answer may be 0.9 mm. L is equal to. Use calculator, get the answer. Clear? Next question. Number 2. This is question number 2. This is all. Various section. Section 1, section 2, section 3. Clear? The rod is subject to load of 30 kilonewton. This different section, different diameters. D1, D2, D3. Different lengths. L1, L2, L3. Clear? This is L1, this is L2, this is L3. D1, D2, D3. The question is, a round copper rod 550 mm long, total length 550 mm long, has a diameter of 30 mm over a length of 300 mm. This is 300 mm, 200 mm. This is 200 mm, diameter is 30 mm. And diameter of 20 mm for length of 200 mm. Again, this is 200 mm, diameter 20 mm. And diameter of 10 mm over the rest of the length. This is 10 mm. Total length is 150 mm. 200, 200, 150. Total length 550 mm. Clear? Find the stresses in each section. Sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. And also find the total change in length. Delta L. What is delta L is equal to? Del L1, del L2 plus del L3. When subjected to a load of 30 kilonewton, total load P 30 kilonewton, take E is equal to 100 kilonewton per mm square, Young's modulus. Clear? Now I'll solve the problem. Clear? So total length is L, section 1, section 2, section 3. Total load P is equal to 30 kilonewton. So 30 into 10 to 3 Newton. Right? Young's modulus E is equal to 100 kilonewton per mm square. 100 into 10 to 3 Newton per square. Clear? This is E and E. Clear? Now, for section 1, I will write all formula, put the value, you will use calculator to find the answer. Right? I will write all the formula and press put all answers, all given data. You will use calculator and find the answer. Now, for section 1. For section 1, length L1 is equal to, what length L1? 200 mm. Clear? Now to D1. What is D1? 30 mm. What D2? 20 mm. What D3? 10 mm. Clear? So for section 1, D1 is equal to 30 mm. What is area A1? Pi A4 E1 square. So pi A4 into 30 square. Clear? Find A1. Now stress. E is equal to 100 into 23 Newton per mm square. Clear? This E. So stress sigma 1 P by A1. Clear? Find the answer Newton per mm square. What is P? 30 kilonewton. So 30 into 10 to 3 Newton by A1. You'll find here mm square. This is sigma 1. Similarly, change in length delta L1. Change in length delta L1 is equal to PL1 by A1E. Clear? Put all values, find the answer. This is delta L1. Similarly, for section 2, for section 2, what is A2? What is D2? 20 mm. Clear? What is L2? 200 mm. Clear? P is same. What is P is equal to? 30 kilonewton. 30 into 23 Newton. What E is equal to? Same material. So 100 into 10 to 3 Newton per square. Clear? What is area? A2 area. What A2 is equal to? Pi A4 D2 square. Clear? Find the answer. Stress sigma 2 P by A2. So P means 30 into 10 to 3 Newton by A2 mm square. Clear? Get the answer. Next, change in length. Elongation del L. What del is equal to? E L2 by A2E. Find the answer. Next, section 3. Section 3. This is section 3. This is section 3. For section 3, what is P is equal to? Same 30-23 Newton. Clear? E also same. But E 100 into 23 Newton per square. D3 10 mm. Clear? L3, what is L3 is equal to? 150 mm. Now area, area. What is the area A3? Area A3 is equal to pi A4 D3 square. Clear? Or D3 10 mm. Stress sigma 3 is equal to P by A3 Newton per mm square. Put P is equal to 30 10 to 3 Newton. Clear? So sigma 3 is equal to 30 into 10 to 3 by A3 Newton per mm square. This is value of P, sigma 3. Next, elongation. Elongation. Delta L3. Clear? Delta L3. What delta L3? Delta L is equal to PL by A. PL by A. This is delta 3. So PL3 by A3. Clear? Here P constant, E constant. So PL by A. What is P? 30 10 to 3. L3 150 mm. A3, our answer from here A3. What is 100 into 10 to 3. So delta L3 can find out in mm. Clear? Then total change in length. Now, total change in length delta L. Total change in length. Del L is equal to del L1 or del L2, del L3. Clear? Put all the values to find delta L in mm. In mm. Right? This is question number 2. Then question number 3. Now, this is question number 3. The question is, a load of 50 kilonewton is suspended by a steel wire of 50 mm extra diameter. If the ultimate tensile strength of the steel wire is 500 Newton per mm square and the factor of safety is 4, determine the thickness of the wire and the elevation of the wire over length of 200 mm. If stretched to its maximum value, maximum permissible limit, take E is equal to 200 kilonewton per mm square. Clear? Now, this is steel wire. Clear? This load P. P. This internal diameter D. the extra diameter D. Clear? Thickness. This is thickness T. This thickness T. What T is equal to? T plus D plus T is equal to capital D. First find out what is small d, then we'll find out T. Clear? Now the question is load of 50 kilonewton P suspended by steel wire with diameter capital D, extra diameter 50 mm capital D. Clear? So given extra diameter dia capital D is equal to 50 mm. 50 mm. Clear? And the load is 50 kilonewton. What is load? 50 kilonewton. Load P is equal to 50 kilonewton. Clear? Ultimate tensile strength sigma u. Ultimate strength. Sigma u is equal to, this is 500 Newton per mm square. 500 Newton per mm square. Clear? Then factor safety 4. Factor safety is equal to 4. Length 200 mm. L 200 mm. X modulus E. But E is equal to E is equal to 200. E is equal to 200 kilonewton per mm square. But E is equal to 223 Newton per. Hello? This is given data. Our question is find out thickness T and change length delta. This is our question. Clear? Now we will find out what is small d. First find out d internal diameter. First find out small d is equal to internal diameter of the wire. Clear? Now substress sigma. Substress sigma is equal to ultimate stress by factor of safety. Clear? What is ultimate stress? 500 Newton per mm square by 4. Clear? What is sigma is equal to 125 Newton per. This is working stress. Now what is stress load of area? The working stress is equal to PYA. Now what is stress sigma is equal to PYA. So P by 4 into capital D square minus small d square. What is sigma? 125. So 125 is equal to P. What is P? 50 into 10 to 3 by 4 into 50 square minus d square. Find out small d. Find out small d. Clear? The thickness. So let T is equal to thickness. Now from figure, capital D is equal to small d plus 2t. Clear? But T is equal to capital D minus small d by 2. To find the answer. This is mm. This is mm. Now change in length. Now change in length. Change in length. Delta L. Delta L is equal to PL by A. What is P? Or sigma by LE. Sigma into L by E. Or P. What is P? Put the value PLAE. Clear? Find out delta L. Now this is T thickness. Delta L, all are mm. This mm, this also mm. Clear? This answer. Next class I will do number 4 problem. Thank you. Please make like, subscribe and share. Thank you.